Today, I'm going to share with you my top 4 technology systems and tools that help me do all of that and so much more in growing my 7-figure empire.
CPTV, you an entrepreneur, I got what you need.
Hey there, my loves. Welcome back to CPTV. I'm CP, and you are in the place for aspiring and growing entrepreneurs who want to turn their passions and ideas into businesses, and those businesses into freedom. If that sounds good to you, then go ahead because you found a home. You're going to want to subscribe because every single Tuesday, I am giving you the training on the step-by-step business processes, systems, and tips that you can implement immediately into your business and life, so that you can get to that level of entrepreneurial freedom that you so deserve and desire. So you heard me. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button and click that bell so that you don't miss any episodes. And of course, if you like it, then show me. Smash that like button and say, "What up, CP?" in the comments below so I can say, "Hey," right back. Technology is a huge part of my business. Huge. Any business, really, or at least it should be. And one of the biggest questions that I get from my CPTVers, students, and coachees are which technology systems to use inside your business. Which ones will help you manage your processes and your tasks, keep track of your clients, automate your marketing strategies and your email sequences. Which ones can help with customer service and customer relationship management? Well, the wait is over.
The wait is over. The wait is over. The wait is over. The wait is over.
Because today I'm going to share with you my top 4 technology systems and tools that help me do all of that and so much more in growing my 7-figure empire. So let's get to work. Now, I'm about to run y'all through these pretty quickly, so I put together a free cheat sheet for you to grab. Of course, it will lay all of these out for you in one easy grab and go sheet with links in it to access all of them. The link is going to be in the comments below, or you can go to CherylCPerez.com/boss tools cheat sheet and grab it. So make sure you do. And you can access all of these amazing systems in the description below as well. So now that we've done that, let's talk about my favorite process, project, and task management system, Monday.com. Monday is my fave because not only can you use it to manage all of your projects, but you can also use it as a CRM system. It's totally new in there to manage your ad campaigns, to track bugs that are going on in your technology, to manage customer projects, to manage your tasks, even to manage video production. There are several different hundreds of ways to actually use Monday. And I found folks use it for just about everything. For me, what really makes Monday.com so vastly different from other tools in the market is its ability to handle processes and automate those processes for your entire business. Now, you know how I am about SOPs, about creating and documenting your processes, but more importantly, implementing those processes. Even if you are a team of one, following processes step by step is going to be critical to your ability to grow and grow rapidly and also grow cost effectively. So for me, I originally started out using a totally different system, and I've talked about it before, which is Asana. And I do still love Asana for a certain level of entrepreneur. But Monday is so cost effective and so affordable for every single entrepreneur out there. And the fact that it will actually grow with your organization makes it my new fave. I left Asana and moved to Monday a while ago, really because we are a very SOP and process oriented organization, as you may have guessed. And I needed the ability to automate those processes, to create automatic tasks and due dates related to the timing of my processes, and to make sure that different people on my team who are responsible for different steps in my processes automatically knew what they were responsible for. And Monday does an amazing job at that. Now, let me give you a little bit more insight into what this system does and what it actually looks like. So Monday starts out with workspaces, and you can create as many workspaces as you want. The beautiful part about the workspace aspect of Monday is that if you create a workspace for a specific aspect of your business, you can give certain people on your team or even outside guests access to only that workspace. So for instance, we have an operations workspace that's really set aside for me and my management team, my managers who have access to all the stuff in my business. And then I've got like a marketing workspace. I've got customer projects workspace. And then I've got a workspace for just processes and procedures in the organization. The ability for Monday to allow me to create different workspaces is critical to organize it, but to also give people access. Monday also facilitates its utilization through what most of those types of softwares do, which is boards. You can create boards for everything. You can organize them, you can customize them, you can create tons of columns for them. I love the use of boards and also the favorites of those boards. There are certain boards that I go to automatically, like for instance, our YouTube video production process. It's a board that I use almost every single day. And because I can actually mark it as a favorite, it makes it really easy for me to get to. Boards also allows you to create tasks and then also tons of subtasks underneath those tasks. And you can really create what you want to be included in those tasks. So for instance, in our video production board, we have videos, then I've got the title, I've got the SEO and keywords, I've got what my opt-in should be, what my call to action should be, what the thumbnail title should be. I can attach all kinds of documents or B-roll video right there in Monday so that my team, no matter where they're functioning from around the world, can access it. But even if I was working on my own, to be able to pull all of that up at a moment's notice, because Monday is cloud-based, is amazing. It also has an amazing inbox. So all messages that are communicated in Monday, notifications, things like that, I can go directly to my inbox. I can sort it by board, and I can look at all the messages that my team has sent me or that I've actually sent them as well. The notifications piece of Monday is very important because when someone needs me to go in and approve something or take a look at something, all I've got to do is access my notifications and I can see exactly what they're telling me. Another great aspect of Monday that I love is its application integration piece. You will find tons and tons of apps in Monday that you can connect to Monday and allow all of your systems and tools and applications to communicate with each other instantly. So for instance, Slack is a system that I use for communication inside of my team. My Monday integrates with my Slack, and my Slack is always popping because me and my team are communicating through Slack all day long every day. Well, when they complete a task in Monday or they need me to look at something or go through an approval process in Monday, it automatically communicates and sends me a message in Slack. So it's as if I'm still communicating through Slack, but really we're working in Monday at the same time. Monday also allows you to invite as many members of your team as you want into various boards, and you can also invite guests like outside virtual assistants or contractors that you might be using to do different things inside of your business, including your accountant or your attorney or your virtual assistant or really just anybody. And one of my favorite things about Monday is that it always keeps me in the loop on what's new because it has this amazing news tab, which will tell you all the stuff that's new in there. So I don't get a bunch of email messages from Monday. I can just go in there and take a look. Like recently I received a message that Monday is about to start integrating with Google, which is awesome. And I found that out because I like to go in, take a look at my news in Monday and make sure that I'm utilizing, the system, what I'm paying for, to the maximum of its ability. So definitely hands down of all of the project, task, and even CRM systems that I've used in the past, Monday is the place to go. You can automate your workflows, you can keep track of everything, and as you grow your business and your team, Monday will 100% grow with you. Now, let's talk about my favorite customer service system. I get asked about this all the time, and that is Freshdesk. Freshdesk is a cloud-based customer support software and help desk solution by Freshworks. It is an amazing platform with very comprehensive sets of tools and features to help businesses of all sizes support all of the needs for their customers. Companies around the world use it to deliver exceptional customer service and customer experiences. And it offers things like a powerful ticketing system, live chat, you can use feedback widgets, and it even integrates with Facebook and Twitter's DMs. It can support an unlimited number of products where tickets flow into one help desk and kind of get categorized into different agents or teams for you. I absolutely love Freshdesk. Now, a lot of people use Zendesk, and I actually looked into both of them and compared them, and they do a lot of the same thing. The biggest difference in what made me pull the trigger on Freshdesk was the price, quite frankly. Freshdesk is more cost effective. So if you are a young business, if you are just starting out and you want to move away from just handling your customer service requests in email and you really want to get into a systematized way to handle your customer service, then Freshdesk is definitely going to be the way that you're going to want to go. Now, in the beginning of my business, I was just managing customer service through regular email. And it was okay until I got to a point where I was ready to grow and scale and needed to be able to respond more quickly and add people to my team to handle customer service issues and requests. At that point, I realized that I needed a ticketing system. It was important for me to be able to keep track of what requests were coming in and how promptly and how quickly my team was responding to those requests. I also needed one place to access all of those requests. And I needed to know which requests needed me to actually get involved because not all requests do. Go ahead and roll in social media and the DMs and how social media has really taken on kind of their own individualized customer service components because honestly, an inbox, a DM on social media is a customer service box for you as well, especially in today's world of digital marketing. When you add all of those in, child, I knew I needed to add me a full customer service system. So let's talk a little bit more in depth as to why I love Freshdesk. First of all, it has amazing dashboards, which you can actually see everything that's going on inside of your customer service process, inside of your customer service call center, inside of everything in one place. Obviously, the tickets are critical. And you can very easily see which tickets are still open versus which ones are closed. You can also see every single contact that's inside of your system. So anybody who's ever emailed your help address for whatever product or service or brand you have. And that's really important for me because I've got multiple brands and multiple companies coming into the same Freshdesk system. So it's really important for me to be able to see which ones are open and who my contacts are. Now, the best thing I love about it is that in my organization, we have very strict customer service policies. How fast we should be responding to customers. After a no response, what should we do? And if one of my customer service team members don't get back to someone automatically within that time frame or in my SLA policy, then it will automatically escalate that customer service issue to me directly. And I can then talk to that person and say, what's going on? Why I haven't responded? What's the issue with this particular thing? And get involved so that my customer experience is an amazing experience. Because for me, that's really, really important. So I love the policies in the SLA piece of Freshdesk and being able to enter those policies in and make them work in real time inside of my system. I also loved the analytics because boy, oh boy, I can see reports. I can see how fast and how promptly we're responding to customers and clients. And I can also see and keep track of what customer clients' needs are and what questions are coming in because that gives me amazing insight into my ideal customer avatar. And I can see what their needs are, what their questions are, what their responses are immediately by looking at my analytics and my reports. The other thing that I love about Freshdesk is canned responses. Now, y'all know how I feel about a good process, right? Canned responses is things that I've been teaching you all along. If you find yourself responding in the exact same way to the exact same questions over and over and over again, I always encourage you to open up a Word document and create that email response automatically. Well, my love, that is a canned response. And Freshdesk allows you to take all of those email messages, put them in as a canned response. And when you get that message from a client or a customer, all your team or even you has to do is click a couple buttons and add that canned response immediately to that client so that you're not retyping. It's also custom looking because it puts their name, it puts their ticket number, it makes it look very, very specific to them. But in essence, it takes you 3 seconds to send an email message versus 3 minutes or even worse, 30 minutes to type that bad boy out again, okay? The other thing I love about Freshdesk is the fact that it does integrate with my social media accounts. And I've mentioned this already. I was looking for a solution that allowed all of the DMs that go in through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever to actually create a ticket, because sometimes I get DMs that are very specific to business related startup questions, how to grow things, how to get your LLC. You wouldn't believe some of the stuff that I get in my DMs, and it actually creates a ticket and my team can respond or use a canned response that they've seen me provide to people over and over and over again, which just gives me a little bit more freedom and flexibility. So if you are out there and you have been wondering, CP, because I've heard your questions and I've seen you ask, what is my primary customer service system that I recommend? There you have it, boo. Freshdesk, Freshdesk, Freshdesk. Now, let's talk operations and my fave system to manage my consulting and coaching sales and service processes, including proposal delivery, invoicing, and note capture is Dubsado. Yes, Dubsado is a business management solution that is designed to cut out all the busy work. It's designed to build relationships. You can actually schedule appointments. You can create workflows to streamline all of your service business related tasks and sales related tasks. It is a powerful business tool that was designed for creative small businesses just like you and me. It's a system that allows me to create and send my proposals for my coaching and consulting, my contracts, my invoices, my questionnaires, my speaking stuff. I can also manage my consulting, coaching, and speaking projects using workflows. It has client portals in there. People can schedule and calendar with me. It's got bookkeeping. It has so many amazing features to use. And you literally can do a consulting or coaching or speaking business in a box using Dubsado. Now, I found Dubsado and actually compared it against HoneyBook. They are both pretty similar, and I've heard people love HoneyBook. I've heard people love Dubsado. I think the biggest factor for me in choosing between the two was the pricing, and the fact that Dubsado just seemed to be a little prettier when it came to proposals and what they look like. So I'm telling you right now, when you go out and you request a free strategy call with me, and that might be changing real soon, y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and say that now. I'm going to put that out there. But anyway, if you request a free strategy call with me and you go through that process on my website, when you click on that link, what you are actually experiencing is Dubsado. Yes, that's the system. So let me talk a little bit more in depth about why I love Dubsado and why I recommend this as an amazing operations all-in-one tool. First, Dubsado has amazing dashboards, and it allows you at a snapshot to see exactly how many invoices you have. You can set goals. You can see how many projects you've got pending. You can see your inbox. You can see almost anything and everything related to whatever product or service you're managing in the system. Your projects is really where the meat of Dubsado resides. And each time you're working with a client, whether it's for the first time, second time, or millionth time, each of those clients is going to be in a specific project. And the project is based off of the proposal that you've actually sent out. Now, you can also check out within each project and inside of each of them, every single email that was sent to that client. You can see when it was sent, and you can also see when it was viewed. Every single invoice that's sent to a client, which automatically generates through the system and through the proposal, the contract, and what they ultimately select with automatic reminders, and they can pay directly through the system. It also has amazing forms and questionnaires. You can set it all to go with a workflow and you can manage all of your tasks for each of your products directly in that system. Now, the workflows are my fave. And the reason is because my high ticket products and services are the ones that I really manage Dubsado with, the things that I charge a higher ticket price for, things that require a full-fledged proposal. And when I send someone a proposal, the follow-up that goes along in that sales process is just as important as the pricing, as the services, and what you're actually promising that you're going to deliver. And a lot of people don't really realize that. Well, I don't have time like I did back in the day when I was focused on selling all the time. I don't have time to remember that I sent out a proposal on Monday and got a follow-up 3 days later when I haven't heard from the person, and follow-up 3 days later after that. So I create my sales process, including all of the follow-up reminders, all of the questions, all of the check-ins, all of the, hey, last chance to sign up type of emails, follow-ups. I create them in a workflow. And Dubsado allows me to make that workflow very particular to that particular proposal. And once I send someone a proposal, it will literally manage every single follow-up, every single contract, every single invoicing, and completely automate that for me. So when I say Dubsado is a godsend, especially on the higher ticket stuff for me, it definitely is a system that you should check out and look into, because Dubsado allows you to do notes and logs for every single customer. So my coaching clients, I also manage all of our coaching notes in there. The reporting that's in that system is absolutely amazing. The calendars and the scheduling is my primary utilization. I use for every single appointment that anybody ever sets with me. They go through Dubsado. And again, the canned emails. Again, there we go with those processes, guys. When you're sending the same email message out over and over and over again, stop being stupid. Don't make me pull Asher out, okay? You know who Asher is, don't you? If you've not met him, here he is. And this is what it means when you see him.
Asher, as referred to in the Urban Dictionary as Asher syndrome, means the distinct inability to get your shit together.
That's right. You got to get your shit together. Stop redoing all those emails. Make a note, make a Word document, and use some of these systems in order to make sure you've got the canned emails in there. That is how you are going to scale. That is how you are going to get to 7 figures, boo. And Dubsado will 100% help you get there. Now, let's talk about marketing. You know all that stuff I've been teaching about content marketing, building your list, building your funnels, and email communication with your tribe. Because yes, y'all, I use the mother of all systems for everything marketing in my business. And that system is Kartra. Kartra is a fully integrated all-in-one marketing system, which allows me to create, to market, and to manage my entire online and digital product portfolio using just the one tool. I use it to sell my digital products. I use it to manage my list, while also having all of my marketing automations included in there. My sales funnels, my landing pages, my email marketing newsletters, my analytics. I can tag, I can segment my audience, all in this one system. I found Kartra a handful of years ago, and I investigated Kartra, went from ClickFunnels and a bunch of other stuff into looking at Kajabi for online management, but it was missing some things, so I was gonna have to integrate some stuff. And I was really looking for a one-stop shop because I didn't want to, number one, pay a bunch of different systems. But when you start adding systems together, having to zap them and connect them and wanting them to talk to each other, that's when you really start to see more and more technical problems, because communication between systems can also always be difficult. So when I found Kartra, it had just come out. Still certain pieces of it were even in beta. And I have been loving it every single day since. Kartra is amazing. Now, first, let me walk you through a little bit of what Kartra will allow you to do. And I will talk to you more in depth about the marketing piece of it, because in my Startup Academy, for instance, we do an in-depth screen share training on how to create all of these things inside of Kartra. So if you're not a member of SUA, you might want to become a member of the Membership Academy, because you definitely want to check that out. But Kartra is where everything that happens inside of CCP brands really does happen from a marketing and digital product perspective. The first thing that I love about Kartra is that you can build as many unlimited products as you want. And when you're building the products, each of them has their own pricing structure, the way that you can pay, what they're ultimately tied to, the coupons that are tied to them. The products and the ability to create unlimited ones is amazing. I can also create coupons for different types of products. I can segment those coupons. I can make one-time coupons. I can make special coupons, and I can use expiring coupons, which is amazing. It also allows people who are your customers to go into a self-billing portal. So if someone has to update their credit card information, or if their expiration date comes up, or if there's a problem with their credit card, they can actually log in through their own self-bill portal and update their own information and fix things. One of my favorite pieces of Kartra is the analytics, and that's the reporting. You cannot move forward in your business if you aren't keeping track of numbers. And I've talked to you guys about this before. I am a stickler for analytics. I actually feel like I can't move forward well in business if I don't have a good grasp on my numbers. And Kartra's analytics on sequences, on broadcasts, on your lists, and on your leads to be able to track open rates and conversion rates, what emails are actually generating money, which ones aren't, really gives you the power to tweak what you need to tweak inside of your business and continually perfect your funnels. Without those analytics, and I would probably give Kartra a little bit of advice on being able to download those into Excel. Hello, I really want you to be able to download those into Excel, y'all. But anyway, they haven't quite gotten there yet, but they're really, really good about getting feedback too. You can click a button, give them some feedback, and usually within a few months, if they aren't working on something major, big, they will make those adjustments, which is another thing that I love about it. So the analytics are there. Now you can also create all kinds of pages in Kartra. And you've heard me talk about this before. Landing pages are going to be critical. I've talked about my opt-ins and my freebies. I make them in Kartra. Your thank you pages. It's full of tons of templates that you can use over and over and over again. But all you got to do is drag and drop and swap out some text. So you don't have to be a techie person or a guru in order to create these pages. And of course, the infamous sales pages that really guide people through your funnels and actually sell your digital products or services, or your consulting or coaching or whatever services you have, can really be managed in the pages that you're creating and building easily in Kartra. Believe it or not, I actually have my entire website built in Kartra because I want to be able to track every interaction with every single client. So it's not a WordPress site, it's a Kartra site, and those are even pages that you can build in there. It also has built-in help desk capabilities. Now, I've obviously transitioned into Freshdesk because I needed more robust help desk capabilities, but the help desk that's in Kartra is perfect for a beginner. It's perfect for a newbie who has a small audience and a small amount of customers, but you really want them to be able to go in, submit a ticket, submit a request, and even chat live with you online without actually having to make phone calls. Now, memberships is where I house all of my digital products and services, my online courses, the Startup Academy membership program. They look beautiful. They allow for amazing navigation. You can upload tons of video content, give people easy access to downloadables and tools. The videos play right there in real time. They don't take you out somewhere else to watch. I love the membership aspect of it as well. And so Kartra really is where my entire online business is run from. So whether you are a brick and mortar organization that's adding an online aspect, or whether you are a virtual organization that's completely online, Kartra can really help you do all things online inside of one system. So it is highly recommended. And I can tell you it has saved my life more than once, y'all. So that is CCP Brands in a nutshell, my primary systems that run my business. They keep things moving around here and enable me to jump on a plane if I need to so I can live the life of my dreams. Don't forget to grab that free cheat sheet I mentioned to get the details and the links on every single one of these amazing tools and check them out. And go ahead and like this video. It don't cost you a damn thing. Make sure you don't leave with without subscribing, because I got more where this came from. And don't be a hater, okay? Share this with someone else who needs the systems, who needs this stuff in their businesses. And join me again next Tuesday for another amazing CPTV episode. And until then, my loves, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Stay safe. Bye-bye. Mwah.